Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. And I'd like to thank you guys so much for your continued love and support. For those of you that are also subscribed to my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, I thank you guys so much. For those of you that are wanting to book a private reading, you can always find my email down below in the description box where you can send me an email and I will provide you on more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we are looking into what energetic burdens are you carrying and also how can you release them. So these can be things that you're holding on to from childhood or maybe even from past friendships, relationships, family situations, or even something that you're maybe feeling, I don't know, resentment, guilt, shame, something from your past, okay, that you're still holding on to energetically. So that's what we're going to be looking into today. And I am going to be adding one of these cards into for the crystals. We do have some pyrite here for pile 1, clear quartz for pile 2, and then some smoky quartz for pile number 3. As soon as we get these cards out, though, I will give you a closer look at the crystals and the card that we're choosing for your pile. So what energetic burdens are you carrying? What energetic burdens are you carrying? Okay, so we have the crone for pile number 1. What energetic burdens are you carrying? We have the sea turtle. What energetic burdens are you carrying? We also have the seer, okay, which is going to be for pile 3. So let's give you a closer look at these cards. Pile 1, you are going to be the crone, and that is with this little piece of pyrite here. For pile 1, what energetic burdens are you carrying? Pile number 2, you are going to be the sea turtle, and that is with this clear quartz crystal for pile 2. And then pile number 3, you are going to be the seer, and that is with this smoky quartz crystal for pile 3. What energetic burdens are you carrying? And we're going to look at what Spirit's advice is how you can work on releasing this, okay? So pile 1 with the crone and the pyrite, pile 2 with the sea turtle and the clear quartz, and then pile number 3 with the seer and the smoky quartz crystal. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time. Timestamps will be down below in the description box as well as pinned to the comments, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So those of you that resonated with the crone and the pyrite, as far as what energetic burdens are you carrying, and immediately when this card came out, I was picking up on some major maternal energy. And I feel like what you're carrying is not only yours, it is your ancestors. It is family line, ancestral line of, and I believe that it is surrounding the feminine energy. So this is going to be your maternal line, okay? Which is what I'm feeling intuitively from this. So we are going to look at your tarot here, but yes, that's already what I'm getting here with the energy of the crown, is that you are carrying the burdens of your ancestors. And so this could really talk about you being someone who may find that there are a lot of karmic cycles that you are going through that are very challenging within your own life. And these may be ones that your, say, your mother, your grandmother, great-grandmother, going way far back. And I feel like a lot of this is reclaiming the power around the feminine energy, okay, is really what I'm feeling from that. So let's see. Pile number 1, what energetic burdens are you carrying? What energetic burdens is pile number 1 carrying. And I am seeing the Six of Swords. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords energy here as well. We have the Fool. And then we also have Judgment. Okay. Yeah, so some of you, I'm getting, like I said, maternal energy here. But what I'm also feeling with this message as well is this is also past life for you as well. Okay. Past life energy. And in a way, this is helping you, I feel like, in a way to move through this energy so that you can break yourself free from illusion. And I feel like it is, like I said, surrounding the energy of the feminine. I am seeing the Ace of Swords at the bottom. And I'm noticing there's a lot of birds. We've got bird feathers here. We've got the phoenix here. We have a crow or a raven. I'm not sure which of these it is, but we have one here. We also have them flying in the sky. And then we also have one sitting here on her shoulder as well. And so I'm also getting, there's a lot of psychic energy here. A lot of psychic energy. And I feel like I feel like a lot of ancestral energy here. What your ancestors are also wanting you to know, which is totally not what we're doing today, but it's something that's coming through, so I have to let you guys know, is that your ancestors are also wanting you to know, like, when you think about this, and we're asking the question today, what energetic burdens are you carrying? And it is generational, ancestral, right? Burden that you're carrying from not only what I'm kind of getting is from your previous lifetimes, but from the lifetimes of your family line. The things that they have been unable to clear, maybe within their lifetime. And so a lot of this is surrounding deception or illusion. And what I feel like your ancestors are wanting you to know, that you are not alone in this. Almost like they are right there with you, guiding you, as they're in a place where they can lead you to help you to clear this for your family line. Yeah, that is a very strong message. They're wanting you to know that you are not alone in your attempt to try to clear yourself from this energy. They are trying to help you with some type of, I'm feeling an awakening, a realization, and removal of this place of illusion for yourself. And I'm noticing, like I said, with all of these feathers that are here, it's like your ancestors very much present in your life to try to help you to go through this rebirth process, kind of like an undoing, because with Judgment, this is where we are able to find renewal. We're able to release the past. This is where we release the burdens. This is where we release the pain, the heartache, the things that we're holding on to. This is where we release the burdens. And so with the full energy here, this is kind of like the energy of being reborn in a sense. The Fool is card 0, which is the beginning and the end. So when we are able to release things here with Judgment and kind of look back on what we've learned from these experiences that we've gone through, that I feel like is where your ancestors or, mother line, generational, is trying to assist you with clearing this energy, because it may have been something that were maybe, of course, many unsuccessful attempts in removing themselves from a place of illusion, like I said, surrounding the energy of the feminine. Okay, so I feel like they want you to know that you're not alone. Don't feel discouraged and feeling like you're not doing a good job and you're not going to get this done and you're not going to you know, be successful at being able to uncover, I feel like, these certain limitations or even restrictions that are around your own energy, but that you remain open to progression and being able to remove yourself out of situations or from certain people that are not really the best for you, so that you also too have kind of that awakening, in a sense, that realization about how you may have deceived yourself with your own, you know, thoughts that are coming in, or even the energy surrounding you, okay, in some way. So I want to get a little bit in for information with this, but yes, definitely very strong energy that's coming through here. Okay, so Spirit, please clarify the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. What is this Seven of Swords? We've got the Five of Swords. And what is the Fool energy here? Ace of Swords again. And we have the Seven of Cups, which is a card of illusion. Card of illusion. And I am seeing the Lovers at the bottom. So this, in a way, is helping you to be able to find union within yourself. Union within yourself. And I'm just going to move these over because I want to make sure that this isn't going to get cut off when I edit this later for uploading. Okay. So yes, I'm seeing illusion here with the Seven of Swords, with the Seven of Cups. And it is, I'm seeing this merging between the two energies here. Your feminine, your masculine. I'm also feeling a lot of this has to do with surrounding your ability to receive within the feminine energy. Okay, so I do want to clarify the energy of the Crone a little bit. Let's see. What is the energy surrounding the Crone? Many of you, this is also psychic gifts. Psychic gifts. And the things that you're holding on to here are ones that could be blocking out you from, let's just say, your fullest potential with these gifts. Okay, what is the Crone energy here? We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about self-mastery. You mastering yourself. You mastering yourself. Why is the Crone here? The Moon. This is, again, illusion. Fears. Suppressed feelings and emotions. The subconscious mind. It's feminine energy. Energy of the feminine. Okay, I want to look in your Judgment energy a little bit. Why is Judgment here? Two of Swords, which is a card of confusion. This is the need for facing truth. For some of you, it can even be something that you're not seeing, something that you're in denial about, or choosing not to face, or maybe just not even recognizing something that you're holding on to. Why is Judgment here? And it may even be something that's, yes, look at that, the Devil. That is restricting you. It's something that's keeping you restricted. It could be keeping you in a place of fear, a place of doubt, codependency. Codependency. For some of you, within the maternal line. And I'm feeling a lot of this has to do with, like I said, your ability to receive abundance, prosperity, things that are keeping you bound. We have the King of Cups. Some of you, this is, oh, wow. I'm also getting energy here surrounding toxic masculine. Okay? Some of you may have had, I'm just going to kind of try to break it down simpler. What I mean with this, there's something that's happening here within your maternal line. Okay? For many of you, it's going back many generations. And it is the feminine's ability to break herself free from the illusions, whatever those illusions are surrounding for her in life, in that, you know, illusions surrounding worthiness to unconditional love, illusions surrounding the ability to create or manifest abundance for herself. And a lot of this to me is surrounding, for many of you, even toxic masculine energy. Now, it could be your own toxic masculine, or it can be that you have dealt with toxic masculines within your life. And it could be this cycle, this karmic cycle of dealing with that. Partners that you constantly kind of come into with that type of energy. Okay, so I am picking that up from some of you. But this is really about you being able to kind of clear this energy and to really find balance within yourself. To be able to have that breakthrough, to be able to remove yourself out of situations, to see that there are other opportunities, other options, other, you know, opportunities for you to take advantage of and to choose based off of what your heart is truly telling you to help you to transition through this energy. So I'm seeing that this is something that's really helping you to release these things that have kept you stuck, and for you to fully, this is needed in order for you to fully, almost for some of you, fully awaken to your spiritual gifts that you have. And I'm getting, for many of you, looking at the crone here, she looks like a seer. Some of you, there is a family line of witches, mystics, healers, shamans, and something that was very strong within your family line, bloodline, psychics, intuitives, healers. And it's like there's this extra stress of importance for you to be able to clear and heal these energies so that you are able to step into your fullest, greatest potential in your power. And for many of you with the moon energy here, there are a lot of very deep feelings, suppressed feelings and emotions, or even subconscious fears and illusions that you have kept yourself stuck in. And this is kind of the thing that's needing to be released. And like I said, some of you, it is surrounding toxic masculine energy. It is your keeping or having the illusion that you are not worthy of love, right? So many of you could have been in situations where you have settled for people who were not showing you that they valued your worth. And there's a need for you to kind of awaken to that, to have that epiphany, that realization, that breakthrough. Many of you may also have a tendency of self-sabotaging thoughts, behaviors, have also had people in your life that have also deceived you. I'm getting here as well. So there's a lot of release of these things. Okay, I do want to look at this devil energy. Well, we do have strong Pisces, we have Virgo, we have Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have a ton of air sign energy here. Libra, Aquarius. Why is the Devil here? The Four of Wands. This is relationships, even family situations. Some of you are holding on to energetic burdens surrounding toxic masculine energy, family, friends, maybe even for some of you. Stability in relationships, stability in family situations, harmony. Not having harmony within the family line, not having family within romantic partnerships. We have the Magician again. This is about you reclaiming your power here. Reclaiming your power, your independence. I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom. Yes, okay. So, let's go into... Actually, let's pull one of these. Okay, so pile one. What energetic burdens are you carrying? What energetic burdens are you carrying? We have the Swan. Look at that. Self-love and purity. And this can come from you as far as an energetic burden, not loving the self. Not loving the self. Of maybe, like I said, a feeling of unworthiness. And you're meant to work towards clearing this energy. I want to get one more. What energetic burdens is pile number one carrying? Okay, so we have two. We have the Salmon, resilience, and also a life cycle. And then we have the Butterfly with transformation and poetry. Some of you, I'm also feeling this is connected into your inner child. I'm kind of looking at this salmon here, and it almost makes me feel like in some way this salmon is swimming upstream, trying to swim against the current with all of these things that have been very challenging for you. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. But we have resilience here, where I feel like those that came before you, your ancestors, you know, maternal line, yeah, it definitely feels like a lot. And I'm noticing we've got even a butterfly here too with the Magician. Like the importance of you being able to release and transform and transmute this energy. Wow. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see here. What energetic burdens is pile number one carrying? Okay, so we have the crown chakra here. And in the way that I'm kind of seeing this connecting for you is that, like I said, looking at this crone here, she looks like a seer to me. And then she has her raven, or her crow here. That is her eyes, in a way. Lots of knowledge. It's like connecting into the energy of your ancestors, those that came before you, to help you, because the crown chakra energy is our connection to our higher self, to our spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, God, universe, however you choose to look at that. And you working on healing and clearing this, like I said, is some of you are going through major crown chakra. I'm feeling definitely downloads, activations, clearing of this energy. Look at that. Sacred masculine. Sacred masculine. Now, if we've got toxic masculine energy here, it's about you clearing that energy tied into that to heal that with the feminine. We have the solar plexus, which is you working on your confidence, your power, balancing out the masculine energy. Look at that. Ancestral healing. Okay. It's helping to open up your crown chakra. And those of you, I know, some of you that chose this pile, you're already super psychic. But it's almost like you have no idea. You have no idea the level of power that you actually have within you. The level of power, going through this beautiful transformation, learning to love yourself, learning to, you know, be released, I feel like, from this energy that has, in a way, kept you trapped between finding that balance, because this is what it's all about right here, the Lovers. Union within yourself. Okay? So, yeah, this is helping you, clearing that energy of the toxic masculine to be able to balance out the two, feminine and masculine. Okay, so let's ask Spirit here, what can you do to release this? And we've already got, you know, of course, shadow work, healing, self-love we've got here. You know, working on the feminine, working on the masculine. But we do have specifically crown chakra and solar plexus that are coming up. So I want to ask Spirit here, what can you do to clear these energetic blockages? What can you do to clear these energetic blockages? We have the High Priestess. This is basically Spirit saying here, stop looking for answers outside of yourself. Stop listening to the opinions of other people, the views of other people. This is a need for us to go within, because as the High Priestess, this is our higher self. This is our connection to Source. So we hold the answers within, right? Because if this is a cycle that you have been going through and your ancestors are helping you in a way with this, you already hold the answers, right? This isn't your first rodeo with the High Priestess energy. You've done this before. So there is a need for you to start listening and tuning into more of your intuition, right? Paying attention to how and ways in which your spirit team, your ancestors are guiding you, because they are sending you many, many messages. But it's a need for us to stop looking and asking, right? We don't need the tarot. We do not need the tarot, right? The answers are already within us. We already know. Our soul knows. It's about us tuning into what the soul is communicating to us. And so, yes, that's a need for you to go within. Meaning that you're spending time in reflection. You could be journaling. You can be, you know, doing some healing. Let's see, what else here? What can pile number 1 do to remove, to heal, clear these energetic blockages? The Devil energy again. I feel like this is working towards releasing. Wow, we've got the past. Okay, Some of you with the Six of Cups energy here, this is talking about childhood work, inner child healing, okay, that Spirit is wanting you to focus on. Some of you have a very, I'm feeling very deep wound, maybe, from childhood. Past, something from your past. Doesn't necessarily have to be childhood, but the Six of Cups can talk about nostalgia, childhood, also the past. Okay, so some of you, there is something here. You could have a connection or a soul tie to someone. My guess is that it is a toxic masculine. And this is something that does need healing, releasing. Okay, this is something that's keeping you stuck to whoever this person is or the situation is. Your tie, maybe negative soul tie to this person from your past. Or it is childhood. I'm getting partnership, a romantic partnership, toxic masculine. Okay? What can pile number 1 do to remove? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles energy, this is us focusing within the 3D. We are focusing on nurturing our and staying committed to career, to finances, to putting in the effort, to committing ourselves to us. Why? Because your Eight of Pentacles is here. This is you mastering the self, right? No one does the work for us. We have to actually commit ourselves to doing the work. Okay? So to me, this is a lot of nurturing the self, a lot of self-love, a lot of sitting with memories from the past, things that you've hidden subconsciously, you've stuffed away. This is a need to bring those things to the surface, right? So that is going to be doing some shadow work, doing some inner child healing. Okay? So that you are able to make peace with it, right? Well, that's what the Judgment card is all about. Making peace with our past, releasing our burdens, our pains, our, guilt, shame, regret, pain, anything that we're still holding on to. Okay? And really working towards nurturing the self. This is forgiveness. Okay? Some of you can be forgiving certain things that you've gone through childhood. Even a past partner. Past partner. Okay, I want to get a little bit more. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to take that in reverse. Yes. There is some type of new start or new beginning that your ancestors come in very, very loud and clear through this reading of wanting you to focus on a new beginning, which means that by you releasing your past here, you are able to move forward. Right? Because for some of you, this is almost like holding on to you, restricting you, keeping you bound to it. And this is where you're needing to release yourself from that, because the Devil energy is very restrictive, right? So it's a need for cutting ties with this person. Yes, some of you, it is, yes, look at that. This is a lot of obsessive thinking about someone from the past. And for many of you, like I said, it is a toxic masculine. Okay? Toxic masculine. There is a lot of obsession, a lot of codependency, a lot of not being able to let this go. Almost like like this person is kind of like popping into your mind over and over and over again. And it's like you just want them to just go away. Like just stop. It's like these thoughts keep on coming in and coming in, even though you try to move forward. And I feel like it's this tie, it's this bond, it's this connection to this person. or this situation, it the Eight of Swords energy is that mental prison of the past. Let's see what else here. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Judgment again. Judgment. Release. Renewal within yourself. So maybe, you know, taking a look at the thoughts as they come up about certain things from the past that are keeping you restricted in a way. I'm also noticing here the Strength card at the bottom. And the Strength card is about us being able to control the ego. It could be a dismantling of the ego's desire or thoughts or thinking about this person. Or even a need for you to really kind of... I am feeling a lot of going back and revisiting those memories, but in a way that's helping you, so that you can release them. Not just kind of like, let's just say, you know, you have a past relationship and this person is someone who may have really hurt you, okay? And when you reflect back and think of them, what are the thoughts around? Are they like, I still love this person? Are they, you know, this person really hurt me and I still have pain that's unresolved? I didn't get closure. Like, what are the thoughts surrounding that person, that situation? Even if it was from childhood, okay? So we can learn in a way how to process those feelings and those emotions that you have. So in a way, we're not choosing to, when those thoughts come up, just kind of like obsess and obsess and obsess over them, but more or less we are using this time to acknowledge that there could be something that we need to heal within ourselves from that experience that we've gone through, right? Because this is where the lessons are. This is where we need to take that time with the Judgment card and really think about what we've learned from that experience with this person so that we are able to make peace with it, so we can let it go, so we can be freed from it and, you know, be able to clear this for the family line, and it's not something that's ongoing over and over and over again. So yes, I am getting a lot of self-love, a lot of inner child healing here that you're needing to focus on. For some of you, it can be that dismantling of the ego. Okay, which of course doesn't be something, it doesn't happen overnight, right? It definitely takes work and mindfulness for us to be able to pay attention to where our thoughts are at. Okay, so let's get some guidance from Spirit here for pile number 1. Pile number 1. What is your advice and your guidance? Spirit is saying this one. We have forge, don't follow. And it says, pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay, be the leader you wish you had. So, and maybe for some of you that have gone through this, sometimes you might feel like a parent that you may have had, it wasn't, in a sense, the best role model. Or you didn't have the best experiences, but this is you choosing. And I wouldn't say like ignore and not acknowledge what it is that you have gone through, but more or less that you are not blinding yourself to it, but you are accepting the situation for what it was and has been. And being courageous enough, I feel like, to be able to do that inner work, because most people aren't. You know, most people don't really take that time to really reflect and to actually take action towards healing those wounds. So let's see here. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. It's like you being your own leader here, right? Changing, rewriting the story of your ancestral line. What is pile number 2's guidance, advice? We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Maybe for some of you it's, especially those of you that like to work with deities, or even those of you that feel very starseed energy. We do have Arcturus energy here, so it can either be working or connecting with the Arcturian Council. We have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So for many of you, this can also be about you following your North Node, your soul's purpose, getting into alignment with that. Because judgment is also about us answering the call of our soul. What is your soul calling you to do? Right? And the only way that we really find that is by looking within the self. Some of you, it is a need. In order to release this, you are answering the call of your soul. Maybe some of you are, like I said, naturally gifted mystics, shamans, healers, witches, family line, meant to help others, the collective. So by you kind of stepping up and being brave enough to step into becoming your most authentic self, by being able to balance out these two energies here, learning to love yourself and nurture yourself and know your worth and your value, and healing and clearing that toxic masculine energy, right? By doing the inner work, the inner child healing, the shadow work, and listening to the call of your soul with what your path is. Let's see, one more. We also have I remember. Look at that. Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. And this could be you actually having that awakening, in a sense, that awakening that's helping you to remember who you are and why you're here. Right? Some of you with very important missions to clear this. You are finding out who you are through this process, remembering, which is beautiful. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So many of you, it's almost like your ancestors in a way are saying in this reading that you've already gone through all of these things. For many of you, some of you, you could still be going through them currently, but some of you, it's like these are behind you. And now it's time for you to reflect on what you've gained. And integration time is something that's coming through. Integration time. Many of you, I'm feeling, are very much meant to help the collective. Okay? Very much. Coming in with this beautiful energy of alignment, harmony, compassion. You kind of like, in a sense, with the Lover's energy here, a return of you finding union within the self, which is something that your past family line may have not been able to do. And you are here to do that. Okay? So yes, I would say, you know, with the working on releasing the energetic burdens that you're carrying, okay, that could be looking within your own masculine energy, your own feminine energy, and also, is there any type of toxic masculine energy that you're still holding on to from a past connection, past relationship? Maybe it was a toxic father. In some way. So it's, of course, going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading. But forgiveness, inner child healing, shadow work, dismantling of the ego, balancing out of both the feminine and the masculine, self-love, transmutation of this energy, okay, is something that is pretty profound coming through in this pile. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 1. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the sea turtle and the clear quartz crystal, this is going to be a reading. So we are finding out today, what energetic burdens are you carrying? And then what can you do to release them? So let's see. Pile number 2. What energetic burdens is pile number 2 carrying? Okay, so we do have the 5 of Wands. Some of you, I'm getting this is surrounding siblings. Okay, siblings for some of you. Sibling rivalry. Could even be friends. What energetic burdens? I'm just noticing something. The 6 of Swords. The image is backwards. In the Rider-Waite deck, the image is flipped the other way, where the choppy water is on this side. I'm just noticing that this image is flipped. Interesting, I never noticed that before. What energetic burdens is pile number 2 carrying? Page of Pentacles. Some of you, I'm feeling that this is like a desire for some type of change or transition. For wanting to start or begin something new, and you're having difficulties with being able to kind of move on from maybe some type of inner conflict that you're feeling or dealing with. We have the Devil. So this can even be surrounding fears or doubts that you might have within yourself about being able to start new, to start over. Some of you, I'm getting this is friends. Okay, energetic burdens you're still carrying because of certain friendships that may have been very toxic, or even family. Like I said, I'm getting siblings here, family members or friends. This is Spirit saying you're here. You're still holding on to that energy. Let's see what else. Why is the 5 of the 5 of Wands? Why is the 5 of Wands here? It could even be that some of you are still kind of in the situation. Almost like you're trying to heal and you're still keeping yourself in the situation. Like the same, you're just, like you're carrying a lot of this heaviness and this weight from it. But it's like you still have these people in your life, or you still are surrounding yourself with that person or that situation. Almost like it's not helping you to heal. Like you need to remove yourself. You know, trying to heal in the same environment is kind of what's coming through for some of you. Why is the 5 of Wands here? 2 of Wands in reverse. This unstable energy here. Unstable. Why is the 6 of Swords here? The Star. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Six of Wands. Yeah, and then others of you, I'm getting this as your own fears, okay, that are blocking you from being able to move forward with, for some of you, it's creating a new start, a new beginning, a new creative project, planting the seed for something new, pursuing your passions, your dreams, your goals, and desires that you have. But it's like you're in a way kind of blocking yourself or restricting yourself based off of your own maybe conflicting thoughts, conflicting ideas, passions that you might have, feeling torn in different directions. Why is the Devil here? Three of Wands. Okay. So yes, for some of you, it's maybe there's fear surrounding setting something in motion, like taking that first step with getting something done here. And I'm seeing the Five of Swords underneath the deck. The Five of Swords is a card of, it can be a self-sabotage. It can be conflicting, like I just said, conflicting thoughts, ideas that you have that you're feeling very challenged by. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with your beliefs. Your own beliefs that are kind of your, in a way, your energetic burden or baggage, if you will. And there's a need for you to, with the Six of Swords and the Star card here, to really transition past that and to try to move past any of these thoughts that you might have, or even removing yourself from a situation that is involving conflict with another person. Some of you may have had a very toxic type of situation with a person in the past, whether it be a sibling, like I said, or family member, friend, okay? Maybe even for some of your romantic partner, but I'm getting more or less friends here, friends or siblings, okay? With the Five of Swords as the overall energy, some of you may have had some type of really bad disagreement, fight, argument, in which a lot of not so nice things were exchanged between you and this person, and it really, there was a lot of hurtful things that were said, and these things could have been something that have hurt you, maybe even hurt this other person, but it's still a lot of this tension, energy that you're still holding on to, still feeling kind of like in a way consumed by. And for some of you, it's your own thoughts, right? Maybe it's not even related to another person, but more so that you are holding on to all of these thoughts yourself, feeling of defeat, of maybe feeling that I have plans, I have goals, I want to do this and that, and just kind of feeling like there are setbacks here. And I noticed that with the sea turtle energy, the sea turtle is about a long journey, and a long journey being that there may be many things that you guys are trying to accomplish for yourself within your lifetime, and it requires a lot of patience, right? If you think about when sea turtles are in the ocean, and how long they and how far they travel to relocate to different locations for migration and for, you know, mating and things of that nature. And it's like they're going constantly, right, through the water to, you know, so yes, definitely long journey, and there's that need for patience, right? And some of you, it can be that maybe you struggle around that, right? Being patient with yourself, with the journey, is what I'm seeing here. So I do want to clarify a little bit more. I'm going to grab another tarot deck. And I want to see what this Five of Swords is here. Why is the Five of Swords here? Some of you may have even been in like some very toxic family situations, or even friend situations, relationships, partnerships. Why is the Five of Swords here? The Five of, yes, look at this. So much challenging energy, the fives that are showing up here. The Five of Cups can talk about loss, pain, grief that you feel. Very heart-heavy feelings and emotions. It can be regret. It can be guilt. It can be shame. Feelings of hopelessness for a situation or with a person. So this is where Spirit is saying you're holding on to all of this energy. Very challenging. Emotions, thoughts, words, actions of another person, maybe even actions that you've taken that may have hurt others or others may have hurt you. Okay. Let's see. Why is this devil energy here? So we do have Capricorn, before I get any further and forget. We do have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn energy. We also have strong Aquarius, Aries. Okay. Why is the devil here? The King of Swords. Some of you, this is surrounding some communication, maybe even around a person who maybe even was very, wow, I'm getting controlling or manipulative. Controlling or manipulative. Ego, maybe even a person's ego. This person, for some of you, acting very cold, very detached. Sometimes very cruel with words that may have been communicated to you. Some of you, I'm getting this is around a father, okay? Or maybe even for some of you, I'm getting, like I said, a sibling. Just very cold, detached. Some of you, this King of Swords is representing your ability to make decisions, to take action towards the things that you want, the things that you desire. Some of you could feel like you've tried to work towards certain goals and maybe there have been setbacks. Plans, ideas that you've had, creative ideas that you've had, and you feel like you weren't able to kind of get them off the ground, or it wasn't the right time yet, or you may have been afraid. You know, it's almost like this energy kind of hovering over you in a way that's keeping you from being able to plan for future and to, you know, thinking ahead, planning, setting things in motion. Let's see, why is the Five of Wands here? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, it has to do with your career or maybe even a commitment for some of you. Commitment of some kind. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, some of you, I'm getting friends. Conflict among friends. I'm even getting jealousy, sabotage. Another person doing this to you. Or even this, maybe even a feeling of envy. Why is the devil here? Ace of Swords. Some of you, I'm also getting, maybe there is trusting people again, trusting friends, having friends, allowing people into your life. Feeling like you have no support. Not being supported in what your dreams are, what your goals are. Other people, I'm even getting for some of you, like somebody talking down to someone. Someone being mean and saying some things that make, I don't know. I'm looking at how there's these two little penguins here and there's this one fish that's on the ground here. I'm looking at how one of these penguins is kind of like bowing his head here. I mean, they're both looking down at the fish, but when I'm thinking about it in a way, interpreting the energy, being that the Five of Cups is a feeling of loss. I mean, it could be that the fish is gone, the fish is past, and they're looking at the fish and feeling sad. But it makes me feel like, is there a feeling of shame or guilt or regret? Some type of pain here for some of you that you're holding on to. And it may have even been something that you've tried to, I feel like, suppress. And needing that, bringing that end to it. So what I want to do now is we're going to pull some more oracle cards here. What energetic burdens are you holding on to? Yeah, and for some of you it is surrounding career, your advancement, your ability to be successful or see yourself as being successful. And it could be that for some of you, your ego could be getting in the way, blocking you from being able to, you know, move towards the things that you want. So let's see here. Pile number 2, Spirit. What energetic burdens is pile number 2 carrying? We have the Deer, grace and kindness. And then we also have the Salmon, resilience and a life cycle. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting for some of you may have been really, like I said, very challenged by a situation or another person for some of you. And it almost makes me feel like you've tried to handle this situation with these people or family, friends, siblings as best as you could. You know, and it may be that for some of you, there's people who don't apologize or people who don't take accountability. And I feel like for you, you're trying in the best way possible to not allow this to be something that takes your sunshine, basically. It takes your sunshine away. And kind of like when I was explaining the turtle here, I'm seeing now how the salmon is kind of like right in the middle of the water that's kind of just all over the place. So yeah, some of you, I feel like some of you are being challenged by your own thoughts, right? Disappointment that you may have had in the past, or just feeling hopeless, self-sabotaging thoughts that have kept you in a place where you've not been able to move forward and progress the way you would have liked to. And for others of you, I see that this is surrounding some family stuff or some friendships that you may have had that were very toxic in the past. And your ability to be able to transition past these. And I feel like a lot of you may have had like some difficulties with like meeting new people, connecting new friends, and you know, trying to smooth things over even with family members or siblings, and trying to act and trying to be patient, I guess, also with people, I feel like, in a way. And trying to be patient with others, right? But let's see what else here. What energetic burdens is pile number 2 carrying? We have deep perspective. What energetic burdens is pile number 2 carrying? Awareness. And the third eye chakra. So I almost feel like Spirit's saying here, many of you already know kind of like what it is that you are carrying. You already know. Because it has been something that you have thought about. And maybe some of you are already, you know, trying to get started on healing and releasing it. But I feel like it is something that's often very much within your mind. We do have solar plexus energy here, so it could even be something that has affected your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth. We have forgiveness, okay? Which is, I feel like, basically spirit. I mean, this could be for you forgiving yourself, forgiving others, in order for you to continue to move on. So you're kind of handling the situation, right? With grace, kindness. We have prisoner of the past at the bottom. Prisoner of the past. It could even be something that has affected your third eye chakra as well. Blockages within the third eye, blockages within the solar plexus. The third eye chakra is helping us to use our intuition to help to guide us. So when that intuition is blocked, you know, sometimes we can not be receiving messages from spirit, not be open to our own higher self and what that intuitive guidance that we're receiving, being confident enough to trust the guidance that we're getting. And I feel like we have forgiveness here. So I feel like that is a big message for some of you, to learn to forgive certain things that you are holding on to energetically. So you can and able to, we have expansion and perseverance here. You're able to move through it instead of allowing it to be something that holds you back, ties you down in a way, right? Because when we're holding on to something energetically, it is something that is within our own energy from something that we've gone through, you know, certain thoughts that we might have, you know, keeping ourselves as prisoner of the past with whatever that might be for you, right? So in a way, I kind of look at it as something that's holding us back, slowing us down, not allowing us to live and be at our fullest potential. And maybe for some of you, taking the time to bring awareness to what that is for you individually is the past keeping you, like this is saying here, keeping you a prisoner. And bringing awareness to that can help you shed light and illuminate maybe certain feelings and emotions that you still might have surrounding that situation, so that you're able to honor those feelings, allow them to come to the surface for you to feel them so you can heal them and release them. Of course, it's not something that happens overnight. It is us committing ourselves to that inner work. Okay, and keeping at it with the perseverance. And for many of you, maybe forgiveness is, you know, a tool to help you to release your resentment or anger or frustration or feelings of grief or sadness that you might have over a situation. Okay, so what I want to ask Spirit now is, what can you do to release this burden? Okay. And for some of you, it could be working on the third eye chakra, working on the solar plexus, working on forgiveness. The deep perspective is by you taking some time to reflect within yourself, bringing awareness to certain things that you're still holding on to, or even acknowledging your own patterns of behavior that are keeping you stuck. Okay, so let's see here. How can pile number 2 release their energetic burdens? We have temperance. Okay, temperance is healing. This is also transmutation of energy, right? We're kind of acknowledging that we are holding on to, let's just say it's grief, or it's a deep pain from something. And we work towards healing that, and we use that and channel that energy into power, creativity. We can release that pain through the form of expression, creative expression. Maybe we're writing. Maybe it's inspiring us to write a book. Maybe it's inspiring us to create a vlog. Maybe it is in some way inspiring you to be someone who is a healer or a coach or a mentor to other people who have gone through similar things. So we're using that and transmuting that energy into something that is powerful for you. Okay? So how can pile number 2 release these energetic burdens? Temperance is also about balance, right? Balancing your own energy. The Lovers, again, a card of balance. Masculine, feminine. Working on nurturing your feminine energy. Healing masculine energy. We have Judgment, and we also have the King of Pentacles. And I love that because you also have the Queen here. So there is this nice balance here with the masculine and the feminine. Masculine and feminine here with the Lovers. And then with Judgment, this is about you looking back. Okay? Judgment is where we release the burdens of our past that we're still carrying. So I'm looking at how this phoenix is kind of like in the sky here. If he is a phoenix, I don't know if he's a falcon or a phoenix. I'm not sure. But he's a bird, nonetheless. And so that bird's perspective is higher, right? So this is in a way you are looking at what you are holding on to energetically from a higher perspective, enough for you to kind of understand and say, okay, why am I still holding on to this? Do I still have unresolved feelings and emotions that are tied into this person, this situation, this way of thinking, of, you know, within myself? And this is where we forgive. This is where we release. This is where we learn the lessons from the experiences that we've had so that we can move on from them. Okay? I am seeing the Five of Pentacles at the bottom, which you guys have all the fives here. Okay? So a lot of this is tied into your own beliefs, especially with the Five of Pentacles. This, for some of you, can be abandonment, wounds that you might have, scarcity, lack mentality. Yes, abandonment wounds, feeling rejected by others, by friends, by family members, by romantic partners. There's a feeling of lack, not having enough, or, you know, not being able to accomplish or achieve something because of that feeling of void and emptiness, and feeling like you are not able to accomplish something. And then you have both the King and Queen of Pentacles here, and the King and Queen of Pentacles requires us to stay disciplined, to stay focused, right, on what our goal is. The King of Pentacles represents stability, security, a strong foundation, taking risks in life, using our resources, right? It could be other people. It could be other people that you have in your life that are helping you to give you some insight or, you know, ideas and inspire you in some way. And so, but with the healing and releasing this, it's about you also keeping yourself grounded, okay, through all of this. Releasing anything, like I said, that is not really serving you here. I'm going to put your Five of Pentacles here. But, and then right underneath that, I'm seeing the Two of Cups, which is balance. Again, harmony. Balance, harmony that you're finding within yourself, that you're bringing about within yourself. And maybe that does come through you grounding yourself, your energy, staying committed to what your goals are, whether they're career goals, financial goals, or it is your goal to have a stable relationship or a stable friendship. Okay, what did we learn from the past experiences? What did those experiences, even if painful and disappointing, what did they teach us? What did they teach you out of that? I'm also noticing that with this big bear here, to me, that's also a very protective energy. So, you know, if it is someone that you have around you or someone you're still dealing with, to me, that may also be a need for better protecting your energy to help you to release these burdens, right? For some of you, like I said, you could be trying to heal and trying to get over something or heal something, and you're in the same environment. You're still in the same environment. So that's going to be a need for you. Let's just say if you want to get and remove yourself out of that environment. Okay, we need a plan, right? We need a plan. So we need to be, you know, embodying that energy of the King of Pentacles and start getting ourselves focused and grounded and disciplined and committed, organized, nurturing our plans and our ideas to set those things in motion. Okay, so let's see what else. And we also have Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Gemini that I'm seeing coming through. So what is pile number 2's guidance advice on the energetic burdens they're needing to release? What is their guidance advice on their energetic burdens to release here? We have the Great Severing. It says Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay? So many of you with this Mars energy here, especially with us starting off with the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands, which is a lot of conflict, right? And Mars energy can be something that just kind of puts stuff in our face for us to deal with. And so those of you that are holding resentment or anger even towards someone, you know, towards another person and it's still something you're holding on to energetically, this says softening to love, which means what? We forgive. And forgiveness, of course, isn't something that happens overnight either. It takes time for us to forgive someone, especially if they've really, really hurt us and they've crossed some major boundaries. But yes, this is softening to love. So if that means you are working on healing, honoring your feelings, if you're mad, be mad, right? Let it out. Let the anger out. Let the mad out. But you don't have to allow that to continue to be something that kind of takes over and invades your energy, right? Because only you, in a sense, are suffering with holding on to it. So this is taking that anger and that conflict and we're transmuting it, right? Temperance into love, softening it to love. So yes, we can be feeling very upset with someone, really hurt, really mad. We can be, let's just say, looking at it from a different perspective. We can say, okay, yes, this person hurt me. I'm really upset with them, but I understand that they are also another soul who is going through their own journey, their own path, their own challenges, right? Even though we might feel at times that if someone hurts us a certain way or someone does something, that we can feel angry to the point where we feel like, okay, well, what karma is going to happen to this person, right? We just feel so upset. But this is about you kind of working through this energy, like I said, honoring the feelings if they come up. If you're upset, you're upset, right? You have a way, though, of being able to express that, whether this is you talking to the person and letting them know, whether this is you writing a letter to this person. Even though you're not going to give it to them, you might just write it out anyways to put your feelings out there, okay? For some of you, it can be that you are self-sabotaging and there's a lot of conflicting energies within you, not necessarily having to do with another person, but it's stuff that you deal with within yourself. And so in that case, it is about you learning to be gentle with yourself, more kind to yourself, the way you speak to yourself, okay? Yes, definitely kinder, right? And didn't we have that with that? Grace and kindness. Grace and kindness. So paying attention, right, to your inner dialogue. How do you communicate to yourself? Do you put yourself down? Do you, are you constantly being negative with yourself? Okay. So it's about being kinder and gentler. We also have Star Family here, and it says you're part of a team of souls. Call in support as far as your guidance. So this can even be asking your spirit team to align you with your soul family. Okay? Your soul family. And then we also look at that. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Look at all these hands that are coming out at her. Okay? So in order for you to heal and release these energetic burdens, you are setting boundaries with the people. Like I said, if you're still surrounded by these people, set boundaries. It can also be you learning to set healthy boundaries, especially when it comes to new people you allow into your life. Okay? Let's get one more. Lifting the veil. And it says questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Okay? Anything unaligned must go. That means we are taking a look at life, right? Your current life right now, in order for you to release these energetic burdens. Anything that you are still holding on to right now that is creating that heaviness for you. This is Spirit saying here, lift the veil. This is facing truth, facing reality. Anything that you know within your heart that is not truly in alignment for you, for your highest good, must go. This is us releasing it, letting it go, letting that person go, letting that friendship go, letting that relationship go, letting that job go. Anything that is no longer in resonance with your soul for your highest good. Okay, is what Spirit's advice and guidance here as far as helping you to release this energetic burden. Okay, if you know that it's holding on to that heaviness and that feeling is not truly authentic for you, that if you feeling angry or you feeling sad is not truly who you are. Okay, this is where we work towards forgiveness, healing, self-love, transmutation of these energies. Like I said, channeling into maybe something powerful for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 3. So those of you that resonated with the smoky quartz crystal and the seer card, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out what energetic burdens are you carrying, and also how can you work towards releasing them. Okay, so we're going to be getting some guidance from Spirit for you. So let's see. What energetic burdens is pile number 3 carrying? We have the Page of Wands. We have Strength, and then we also have the Four of Swords. We have the Tower. Okay. All right. So what I am kind of getting here so far, and I am going to clarify these energies, but I feel like many of you, this burden that you're feeling is for this need for letting something go, releasing something. And I feel like a lot of it centers around, and I feel like, okay, I will say this because you do have the Seer here. So I feel like you know what it is. You know what it is, okay? But I feel like because this Seer card is talking about us having that connection to Spirit, universe, our intuition. You guys are very intuitive, so you know what it is that you have to release and let go of. The things that you're carrying energetically. But with the Seer card here, this is sometimes, it gives me that thought of you choosing not to acknowledge it for some of you. And for some of you can even be in denial over it, or choosing just not to face it. Because with the Tower energy here, I feel like it would create, for many of you, huge change in your life. Huge change. And for some of you, I feel like there is a lot of reflection here with the Four of Swords, reflection over this. And for many of you, I'm seeing it is about you having the courage, the strength to be able to start down a new path, head a different direction with something that you have to let go of here. And if you look at this Tower here, we have a volcano that already has all of this dark smoke that's kind of coming out of it, right? So let's see here. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, so it's like you know what it is. Your intuition is trying to guide you towards a new path, a new beginning. Very intuitive. I love that. You have the Seer and the High Priestess. Let's see. Why is the Strength card here? The Eight of Swords. It's like you're blocking yourself, your own thoughts. The Eight of Swords is a card of keeping ourselves stuck in a mental prison of negative thinking. Negative thinking. Why is the Four of Swords energy here? Almost like a fear. There's fear that you're holding on to. And that fear keeps you from doubting your intuition. Why is the Four of Swords here? The Sun. Looking at the Sun card here, we have this beautiful white horse that is free. The horse is free. Whereas we have in the middle of these 8 swords here, we have a bat that is hanging upside down. It kind of reminds me of the hangman too, that little bat, the way that he's hanging there. But his eyes are all covered up. Like he's using his wing to shield his eyes. So it's almost like I said, for some of you, there's some type of truth that you're not facing. It could be for some of you that you do have a lot of fear about letting something go, about making this big change, because I do feel like with the Tower, it is a big one. There's a lot to be released here. Yes, the Sun gives me, with the horse, this freedom. The Sun is also a card of happiness, of vitality, of abundance and fulfillment, happiness. And I feel like with the 4 of Swords energy here and the Sun, it's like you reflect upon, if only, kind of like in a way, if only I had the courage to do this, or only had the courage to do that. Let's see here. Why is the Tower here? You know, wanting to feel strong enough. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which is a card of patience. It's also evaluation, assessment. We have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant being the overall energy, and my ears are like really, really high-pitched ringing during this pile. It's like there's a lot of energy in here. A lot of this psychic energy. So what I feel like the energetic burdens here, for some of you, it is some type of commitment. Okay, which could be, for some of you, maybe school. Maybe there's a commitment to school. Maybe a commitment in a relationship. Something that you are committed to. Okay, whatever that commitment is. Maybe it's work. Marriage, for some of you. A living together situation. For others of you, this Hierophant is talking about your beliefs. Your beliefs that are the energetic burden that you're needing to release. Okay, your beliefs. Let's clarify. Okay. So your own thoughts, where you already know what you need to do. You already know and have and hold the answers you seek. The Tower energy is us kind of like, in a way, having a wake-up call, having an epiphany, a realization about what we do need to let go of, that we could be holding on to energetically. And I feel like you guys are definitely strong enough. Definitely strong enough. But only the belief systems, I feel like they could get in the way here. Some of you, it could even be culture, religion, certain things with family. I do want to move this over just a little bit. Make sure it doesn't get cut off later. Okay, so let's look at this Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, it could be career, a commitment of some kind. Some of you, it's even having to do with your beliefs surrounding abundance, security, financial stability. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the 5 of Pentacles right underneath that. That is the lack mentality, scarcity mindset. Right? Worried about money, worried about, some of you, finances, right? Worried about finances, worried about being in a place of lack, not having what you need, needs not being met. And I feel like you're wanting, I'm feeling for some of you, you want this shift, you want this change here with the Page of Wands. But I feel like it's your own thoughts that are your own The ego is getting in the way of the intuition. Okay, let's see. Why is the Page of Wands here? Three of Swords. For some of you, this could be separating yourself from something. Some of you, this could even be a breakup, a separation that you're... Some of you, it could be a partner that you feel in some way is creating a burden or kind of just maybe holding you back in some way. But that would mean some type of separation here for you, whether you're separating yourself from a job, whatever this is that you're committed to here. In order to start over, to start new. Why is the Strength card here? Five of Wands. This is something that you're feeling conflicted by, challenged by. Let's see what else. Some of you, it's like kind of like you're arguing or fighting with yourself. Why is the Four of Swords here? There's your Tower again. Yeah, let's see. Why is the Tower here? The Ace of Wands. There's been some type of new idea. And I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles at the bottom. It's like you guys are afraid to step outside of the comfort zone. To trust. Because the Tower is divine intervention taking place to get us to release something, to let something go that's may not necessarily be serving us. Let's get one more. Why is the Tower here? Queen of Cups. For some of you, there's feelings, emotions that are involved here. For some of you, it's a need for nurturing your intuition, trusting your intuition. Because whatever this is that you're letting go of or releasing, you're holding on to this burden, this heaviness, and you're thinking about it and thinking about it. It's like you're needing to just trust and go with what your intuition is telling you. Like I said, this horse down here with the sun looks free, happy. Some of you may have like this new inspiration, this new idea that has much potential, but that comes with you dedicating and committing yourself to opening this idea up more for yourself and just going with your intuition. Some of you, this means, you know, uncharted territory, something new for you. And maybe you feel like, okay, I've already gone through so much. Look at the Page of Wands is under that. Okay. This is something new for you, following your heart, your path. Some of you with the Ten of Wands are feeling a lot of stress, a lot, right? A lot of burden, heaviness, challenge that you've been in. And I feel like with the Nine of Cups energy here, you're wanting to feel happiness, success, fulfillment. Some of you can be surrounding, like I said, partnership. For some of you, it could be letting something go from your, that you could currently be in and seeking out new connections with people that do provide fulfillment and happiness. You could be holding on to an energetic burden of a past connection or even a connection right now that isn't at its best. And this may mean you letting this go energetically so you can move on to something new. And I feel for many of you, your intuition is telling you, let go. With this Three of Swords, whether it's a let go of the job, whether let go of the friendship, the relationship, whatever this is that you're doing, your intuition is already guiding you in a new direction. And your ego is kind of getting in the way, bringing in the conflict, bringing in the you can't do it, bringing in the we're too afraid, we're too scared, we're too this, we're too that. And it's like the intuition, like I said, you already know. You already have the answer. You know exactly what this is that's kind of in a way, let's just say, bogging you down. Right? Holding you back. So let's see cut the cord. I keep hearing cut the cord, or pull the plug. Pull the plug, cut the cord. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with connection. A connection, a relationship, a friendship. But this more or less feels job, career, or a romantic relationship, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Job, career, romantic relationship. I feel like there's a person you're holding on to energetically for some of you. A romantic partner, one of which you know is not, for maybe at this time, for whatever reasons, with the Tower energy, there's a need for you to release. A need to let go. And some of you may have been trying to hold on and hold on and hold on. But Spirit is just saying, cut the cord, pull the plug on the connection, on the relationship. Your intuition is telling you to go out, explore, discover, start something new, work on healing, trusting your intuition. What energetic burdens is pile number 3 holding on to? Some of you, this can even be with siblings. Something to do with your siblings. Friends. What energetic burdens? Switching mentality. This is a need for changing the way you think about something, right? You've got the 8 of Swords here. We're thinking negative. Invoke the divine, which is a need for you to get your spirit team involved to help you. Okay? We have ancestral healing. Ancestral healing. We have let love enter. Let love enter. Bottom of the deck, we have the solar plexus. Again, tied into your confidence. Some of you can be holding on to this energy from, right, your family line. Ancestral healing. And I feel like with the solar plexus energy here, it's about having the confidence, right, to do things or to get things done or to go after things. There's a need for you to change the way you're thinking about this situation. So it helps you in a way to kind of become more empowered to be able to move past it versus allowing it to be something that holds you back. I'm also seeing grounding. Grounding at the bottom. Let's see what else. What energetic burdens is pile number 3 carrying? What energetic burdens? We have the Bee. Responsibility and dedication. Okay? So to me, this goes a lot with you dedicating and committing yourself, being confident enough in yourself to work with changing the beliefs that you have that are preventing you from your greatness. This is you taking accountability and responsibility, right, for your own path. I feel like as well. Underneath the deck, we have the Viper. Okay, so the video just cut out. I don't know why. But we have the Viper underneath the deck with fear and healing. So many of you, this is working on your healing. And I feel like a lot of that fear is in your mind, right? Not trusting your own intuition. Feeling that it is challenging, conflicting type of energy. Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to ask Spirit here, what can you do to release this energetic burdens that you're carrying here? And one of which we're seeing here, invoke the divine, right? Which is getting your spirit team involved. Switching your mentality, right? The way in which you look at things. So let's see here. How can you release these energetic burdens? Pile number 3. How can you release these energetic burdens? Temperance, okay? Which is you finding balance within yourself. It is also being patient with yourself, with your healing, as you are releasing these things that you're holding on to. But it's also this transmutation of energy. Temperance is also the process of alchemy, manifestation. Okay, so let's see here. How can pile 3 release these energetic burdens? 6 of Wands. To me, when I see the 6 of Wands, especially when we're talking about energetic burdens, this is for you to take some time to think about how far you've come. How much you have overcome. How much you have been able to accomplish for yourself, especially for those of you where this is surrounding career and things of that nature. Take time to celebrate yourself for your victories, your achievements. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm looking at this as, in a way, clouded judgment, a lack of clarity. And so with the Queen of Wands showing up here, this is going to be a need for you to really focus on learning to be more confident. And again, this ties into the solar plexus. Okay, solar plexus work. Learning to be more confident in yourself, building up your self-esteem, your self-worth, knowing that it is possible for you to achieve what it is that you really want to. And it's all about you changing that mindset into, I am powerful, I am passionate, I am creative, I will have what I want. I'm going to make it so. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do this. It's like just, you know, seeing yourself as the Queen of Wands. How can pile 3 release the energetic burdens? We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. For me, this is also about you stepping outside of the comfort zone. We have the 7 of Cups. This is Spirit saying here, there are choices, there are options. Okay, choices, options. This is a need for you to not keep yourself stuck in thinking, okay, you know, for too long. Because the 7 of Cups energy can be kind of like when we have so many different choices and options, different directions to go in for life, that we start to become overwhelmed. And we end up creating stagnancy in our life, which is also this 4 of Pentacles here. Okay, so there's a need to just understand that if we're just going, taking action, making a decision, we can always change things along the way in which we're moving. Okay, we have the Page of Swords energy here. Some of you, this is doing research, looking things up, looking up information. Okay, maybe learning here because the Page of Swords is also a student. We have the Strength energy. So again, more solar plexus energy. The Strength card, the Queen of Wands, the solar plexus. This is you having courage. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We've got the 6 of Pentacles underneath the deck. Okay. But this is also about us putting effort towards something that we do want to achieve. Putting effort in. So if you're trying to release something, right? Something that is creating a heaviness or a burden for you, this is us actually doing the work. We put in the work, the effort towards releasing. And a lot of it, like I feel, is here is mental, energetic burden that you place upon yourself. Fears, insecurities, doubts, not trusting the intuition, okay, is what I feel the burden or the heaviness is wanting for things, wanting to do things, wanting to get things done, wanting, you know, imagining, dreaming about things for yourself and wanting those things, but then also kind of like not believing in yourself. Okay, so how can we change that? We work on our confidence. We work on our self-esteem to know, you know what? If I follow this plan and it doesn't work, I'm strong enough to know that I can do something else. I can make something else. I can create something else. This is a powerful energy. So a lot of that to me is about you truly believing in yourself. Right? And if that means you learn, maybe you study, maybe you, if you feel like, okay, well, I don't even know the first place about gaining confidence and working on my solar plexus, right? Because a lot of people don't know even where to begin, where to start with releasing things and changing the mindset. And you have to think, okay, why am I thinking this way? Why am I filled with negative thinking? Is it stemming from childhood? Is it stemming from, you know, something from the past or something that you're currently involved in? We have to look at what the root of the issue is. Where is it stemming from? Is it from an old belief, which we're seeing here with the Hierophant? Okay, is it a belief that you have about yourself? Is there a fear of stepping outside of the comfort zone? Is it stemming from past situations that you've gone through that have been very challenging? And so when you think about doing something new, you're afraid, right? How maybe we can change the way that we look at that situation from the past and maybe any certain trauma that could be surrounding that energy to help you. Okay? Maybe with the Page of Swords, this is you doing research. It's learning how to build up self-esteem, how to practice, you know, elevating your confidence with certain things. So yes, the Page of Swords is research, learning, taking in information, studying, asking questions, seeking information from other people, asking other people for advice. You know, Six of Pentacles energy here, asking for help. Okay, asking for help or even putting the effort towards making some type of change. But it does feel like there is a change that is needed here. Okay, especially with you having, I think it was, what, the Death card in reverse? Am I thinking about that right? I can't remember. I thought it was under here. It's making me feel some type of resistance to change with this. I can't remember. It might have been the other pile, but let's see. Pile number 3. How can you work on releasing these energetic burdens that are holding you back? Okay, so it says you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Okay, so this can be you connecting with others, family, friends, instead of isolating yourself. If you are someone who does have a tendency to isolate, this can be connecting or reconnecting with people, okay, for support. We also have lost lands, and it says soul memories and gifts, and it says you've done this before. Okay, so Spirit just kind of reminding you that you have gone through this before. Maybe those of you that do believe in past lives, or this is something that you have been able to overcome. Okay. We also have perspective here. It says none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. And then we also have the Priestess. This is how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. How are you being called? Your High Priestess here, the Seer, the Priestess here. This is about you being in control, right? Of releasing the burdens or changing the mindset, the mentality surrounding what those burdens are. Okay, maybe for some of you, you are really hard on yourself with your career and you think, you know, I want to achieve this goal and I want to achieve this and this and that. And you just kind of feel like, am I falling short? Are you being too hard on yourself in terms of accomplishments? Are you not acknowledging certain things that you have been able to accomplish for yourself that other people would look at and they'd be like, oh my goodness, like you did this and that, or you've gone through this and that? Like, wow, I can't even imagine. So yes, with how are you being called to step up and lead? To me, it's about you taking accountability, responsibility, and changing the course of your life, being able to lift these burdens, right? Whatever it might be. And it's really getting to work on it. Like what Spirit is saying here, change the mentality, right? But sometimes it's not just about changing thoughts, of course, right? Especially if those thoughts are connected to certain traumas, certain childhood things that you've gone through, past experiences that have created that mindset around that as maybe a mind's way of protecting you, protecting the self. So it's needing to kind of get to the root of what that issue is. Is there inner child healing to do? Is there past situations that you've gone through in your life that you need to heal from? Okay, to see how those things may be holding you back in other areas of your life. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next reading.